After a dizzying 13 GPs in under 3 months, we are finally here in Arco for the final stop of the 2020 FIM Motocross World Championship. The triple header here in Italy will see titles decided in both MXGP and MX2. Tim Geiser leads Tony Cairoli by 74 points in MXGP, leaving the Sicilian a long shot for what would be a record-equalling 10th world title. But Geiser oh so close to a 4th title and a 3rd in the Premier class. In MX2, Tom Vial also with a 74-point lead over his nearest rival after Jago Hitz endured a disastrous time on home sand in Lommel. The Belgian's superior speed on sand constantly undone by an inability to keep his bike on 2 wheels. Who will have those gold medals round their necks by the end of our stay? Let's find out, starting with the MXGP of Trentino.
I don't remember exactly the year, but I remember that I just born between bicycle and bike that my dad was riding. The year that I remember the first race was 1999. Sure, I remember this one like yesterday. It was something big, you know, first podium of my career in GP. It was a new bike, so you know we were not really well prepared. I would just get the correct suspension 2 weeks before the GP, so everything was last minute. Really complicated situation, and I was really happy to do that podium on that day. When I had the first podium, then I knew that was I still had a lot to prove. And then on my first race win in Latvia, yeah, that was really a great feeling to win a race, to feel that I'm able to win a race in a GP on a big class.
And the Belgian takes his first ever MX1 race victory in his career.
My first GP win was like a dream come true, you know. This memory is amazing. It's one of the one of the best one, of course. Yeah, difficult to believe. It's true, you know. It's like going on a factory bike. Actually, one of the best factory team in the paddock. I was so excited to go on the bike and then try to improve myself much better to reach the next step. That moment was special. You know, I have a picture of this to my parents, me and my dad on that race, and that I remember. So of course, it was a nice moment and nice to have this with my new team at that time. My favorite moment is my GP win in Belgium, in Bastogne. Was a really nice moment. The moment there on that track, winning your home GP in front of the good public, really a good feeling. Family was there, you know, good moment. To sign to Kawasaki was a positive thing to find by François, a good feeling person that I had in the past with. Where I go, I know that it's really important for me. I need to be happy and have a good feeling with the people I'm working with. You know. I'm really proud of the work we have done together. Would like and wanted to offer them more, you know, and more podium, more race win, more GP win, and a title also that I was working for.
And Desalle takes over the lead at the top of the hill.
After Latvia, already asked me a few questions. The moment that I decided, and I was like kind of 100% sure, is just before Spain. I will miss racing, of course, yeah. But I have a big passion for motocross. You know, I will all the time ride till I can, till I don't see me without a bike. That's for sure.
Arno Tonas takes us for a lap around Trentino. A short start straight here, but as it turns left, it heads slightly uphill into turn 2. The old crest on the exit of the turn has gone, so it's a much flatter approach now to the Monster Energy finish line jump. Same here, we don't step up into turn 3 anymore, it's much flatter, but turn 4, the left, is still a little bit off-cambered. When we head onto the plateau, we hit turn 5, it's a 90-degree left. Over the iPhone jump, a small step up. Then we go left, drop downhill for the first time, and into the 180 turn 7, right on the center of the infield section. As we head uphill, this used to be a uphill triple, but now it's a double. And this is Cairoli Corner. If you remember from a few years back, a lot of passing could go on through that part of the racetrack. Over the Monster Energy tabletop jump, and then as we step up here, we head over onto the back section, a small single. Then we have this short straight, there's a double at the end here, into a 180 left. We had overnight rain for a few days here in Trentino. This bottom straight here is still showing the signs of that rainfall, but it hasn't caused any problems as we drop down into this left off camber on the exit. Throttle control absolutely vital. Over the jump, down the other side, into one of the slowest corners on the track. Again, throttle control absolutely key as we head up and down this hillside. Back down into this right-hand turn, a little bit wider this one, and as we get on the gas here, we have the first of 2 short tabletops. The second one just here. If you go to the inside, you can see a single jump, but we have this wall jump, and you can see you can double in if you wish. Head downhill, behind pit lane, into this left-hand corner. Again, we've seen a lot of action over the years through here, but the final jump on the racetrack takes us back past pit lane, through the left-right, and over the finish line jump to complete the lap. Here's the highlights from that time practice session. Michael Sandner, though, the first rider on track, and he was the benchmark man, and he eventually came home in 6th place, just 1.2 seconds off of the top time. Roman Mosdijk did his usual, but the FNH Kawasaki rider bringing it home in 2nd. Jago Kietz eventually finished 4th after getting pushed down by his teammate Ben Watson. Watson will go to the line 3rd. Then Maxime Renault, 8th position for him, just 1.3 off of the pace, a 1:42.5 on his final lap. Ruben Fernandez was your top 10 guy with a 1:42.6. Tom Viel, though, outside of the top 10 with 13th. And Jed Beaton just 1 position ahead of the Frenchman in 12th. Olsen had done enough, so he decided to park it, but his time coming on lap 5 was enough for pole for the first time this year. 2 tenths clear of Nando Mosdijk. Gate drops here, and it's a short burst to that first turn. Look how it tightens up. It's about 90 degrees. And you know what? Everybody gets through there nice and cleanly, and it is Jago Kietz who makes it through the first few corners first. Viel alongside Jago Kietz. And he closes down the door, and that was an aggressive move from the Frenchman. Nothing wrong with his confidence. And again, he's going to close the door here. Ah, talk about payback. Jago Kietz taking no prisoners. And Olsen past Watson, moving up into 4th. Watson trying to find a way past the Austrian. He'll have the right line here. Oh! And they touch! No, and Jago Kietz stalls the engine, goes from 1st to 4th. A couple of parking tickets being issued to the team, or Honda Racing Asamoto riders there. Nicely done, Muse just launching downhill. Rails past Gifting. to the inside here for Olsen. Yes, he does. Puts the squeeze on the Frenchman. Close the door, but he makes the move around the outside stick instead. We've got a new race leader. Olsen timing his run to perfection. It's a second race win of the season. And he wins race 1 here at Trentino. Desalle second, Beaton third, Jago Kietz fourth. Desalle once again. Thibaut Beneston a flying start in second. Bailey Malkovich up to third. Oh, Olsen just a little bit skew whiff, and that water's not from watering the track, that's just the rain that we had the other day causing all those problems there. Oh, Fernandez! Fernandez out of, what was he, 7th? And then all kinds of problems here. Olsen squeezes. Sandner gets himself into third. Kietz should have advantage at the bottom of the hill. Sandner looks across and gives him plenty of room to manoeuvre. Just a matter of which line you pick, and you can see the difference in lines there. Kietz was able to make the pass stick. Lost the front in the rut, picked himself up, rejoined, kept the engine running, thankfully. Watson does dive down the inside of Beaton, railed that corner to perfection. Right, this time, can Kietz find a way through? He's alongside Beneston, who looks across at the Belgian. Second place then for Jago Kietz. Oh, Vial's down. Oh, he buries the berm. So Kietz finds himself on the receiving end of some good fortune, finally. Van der Moosdijk getting caught and passed. Has he made a mistake? I think he has, because Gifting has gone through and Watson out of sight. Jago Kietz, Monster Energy Yamaha Factory MX2, takes the flag. Race win number 13 for the season.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the day after such a difficult week in Lommel. We worked really hard on the bike this week, and yeah, it showed. It was, I felt really good on the bike, and everything was working good, and I won again, so I'm really happy with that.
Kietz and Olsen tying on points, but the win in race 2 gives it to Jago Kietz. Vial's mistake cost him the win. He finishes in third. Tom Vial finds himself now 73 points clear of Jago Kietz. Renault third. He's got 6 points over Olsen, now up into 4th place. Tom Vial, third overall, Red Bull KTM Factory Racing. Thomas Gear Olsen, a win in race 1, 4th in race 2. He'll probably be disappointed that he's not standing on the top step. Jago Kietz bounces back from a disappointing home round at Lommel to win here the MXGP of Trentino round 16, his 5th win of the campaign. But the red plate still stays on the front of the KTM of Tom Vial.
Been an ambition for a long time, you know. I'm thinking of it since a few years now, and I'm really happy to build it for this year. Actually, we were quite lucky to have this lockdown to build the team, and we did our best to make it ready as soon as the season starts. The best thing by doing my own team, we can control everything, you know. As soon as we have some trouble with the bike or we want to change something like suspension, engine, or everything, we can do it. We don't have to wait to someone. I have a really good group of people around me also is a really big help. I'm thinking of my dad, my mechanic, girlfriend and all my family. It could not be built without some people, you know. I have some bigger sponsors like 40 Concept, SMP following me since I am a kid, you know, and without them it should not be possible to build a team. Also thanks to all the sponsors. Yeah, all the friends and everyone who following me in this new adventure. So thanks to everyone and looking forward to a great result together. Yeah, I think I achieved my target. Beginning of the year, I really don't know what can I expect about it. So many good riders now in MXGPs, and it's difficult to know where I was. I just gave my best, and now I'm pretty close to top 8, top 10 almost every weekend. I'm still looking for more. I still don't feel that I am 100%. Before, you had like maybe 3-4 guys really fast. So now it's like almost the top 15 going fast. So you can make like one super good motos, and the second motos you just take a bad start, don't get a rhythm, and you make like around 12 or 13. So I think this is the biggest difference between 2016 and now. We're gonna keep running my own team for sure. You know, I just feel really good, and everything is now set up. On my side, I'm gonna keep running the World Championship, MXGP. Looking forward to it. We would like maybe to grow a little bit by taking MXGP rider, European rider. We still don't know exactly what we're gonna take. We're still looking to it, and yeah, looking to grow and make it a little bit better.
MXGP time practice. Geiser was fired up right from the very first lap. Tony Cairoli, despite several efforts, and he was sitting there in second place for a while, he was eventually pushed down to fourth, about 7/10 down on the eventual pole man. Arnaud Tonus, though, the Montreal's Yamaha rider, coming home in second, 3/10 adrift of Geiser. Monticelli, the standing construct gas rider, coming home third, just a 10th behind Tonus. Good to see Lupino back. His time was good enough for 11th on the Gavin Van Venrooy Yamaha. Gauthier Paulin snuck above Jeremy Seewer on his final lap to go 5th, just over a second down on the pole sitter. Seewer 6th. And Romain Fevre also tried several attempts, but in the end, only good enough for 7th for the Monster Energy Kawasaki. Geiser a 1:40.057, 3/10 quicker than Tonus. Monticelli third, Cairoli and Paulin rounding out the top 5. 8 poles now for Geiser. Fly Racing 15-second board is up here then. The first MXGP race of the day, round 16 of the FIM Motocross World Championship. MXGP race 1, 30 minutes plus 2, is about to get underway here at Trentino. Geiser sweeps to the foxhole shot. Oh, it's bogus, and Fevre. Geiser leads the way though. Cairoli there second. Tonus is third. Bobryshev gets out of control. Him and Walt gets roosted, and then does he just, yeah, backhand just comes around on him. But Seewer, a better line, better exit speed, finds his way past Tonus, moves into third. All of a sudden, Gauthier Paulin decided, you know what, let's flick the switch, and he's alongside Lupino, who knows he's there. Desalle gets closer to the Italian Lupino, possibly just a little bit rusty, having not raced for a few rounds. And in the end, it's an easy pass for Desalle. Red Bull KTM rider, second in the race. Looks to get alongside the number 4, and he does. So Paul Ann through into 4th place. Geiser wins race 1 here. Cairoli second, loses 3 points to the championship leader. Fly Racing 15-second board up for the final time today, the MXGP of Trentino here at Pietramarata. Tony Cairoli, the 2:22, but then by the time we hit turn 2, it's Siwa who leads the way. Siwa throws away the lead. And side by side, Siwa does get the better of Lupino. Geiser now in 6, Fevre now in 7, with that move on Walsh. What was it Jeffrey Hurling said about Clement Desalle? Pass him. It was like, oh no, not this guy, not those elbows. He does like to get those elbows out, doesn't he? And Geiser has eased past the 77 of Lupino, moves himself into 5th place. Though, almost off the side of the track and into those tough blocks. Carries that momentum, can't get it in and out there quick enough, but he does get alongside Siwa and takes away the line from the Swiss, moves into 4th place. Oh, and this is going to be another mistake from Paul Ann. Cairoli has thrown everything at the Panda, but he's battered them away with those big Panda paws of his. Clement Desalle goes by pit lane, and what a way to finish the Grand Prix here in Trentino. Clement Desalle wins race 2, and he is going to be over the moon with that. Cairoli second, he knows he's going to take some points, but Desalle will be on the podium as well. Congratulations there from Tony Cairoli. The Panda on the podium 3rd overall, and he does it with a race win as well. Tony Cairoli, your overall winner. Geiser 2nd, Desalle 3rd overall today.
I like to ride in Italy, of course, but without public it's not the same. Here in Arco it's always a nice atmosphere, but still, I'm really happy to win the overall. Also very happy to fight with Clement for the 2nd moto. It was like a couple of years ago when we fight for the championship, and congratulations to him to have this moto win, and thanks to everybody for supporting from home.
The riders have really rolled back the years here at the MXGP of Trentino. In the Premier class, we had a 4th GP win at Pietramarata for the evergreen Tony Cairoli, while the still in green Clement Desalle delivered a first race win in over 2 years, with his retirement just a week away. However, Tim Geiser is still in pole position to clinch a 4th world title. In MX2, Jago Hirtz finally clinched a 5th GP win of the year, but Tom Vial still holds a 73-point lead in the championship standings. Both Geiser and Vial will hope to close out those titles in the coming days at the MXGP of Pietramarata and the MXGP of Garda Trentino.